All right, y'all, so check it out. I'm gonna come back here because I wanted to go over what I saw, what I went through, and what you'll experience. So I did put the 2 alternator bolts back in their housing. Okay, that's just to keep them separate and to not lose them because it's such a small task and you just don't want to be mixing up bolts. Everything for the engine and heads, I guess if you guys want to see it again, I'm sure you're used to it. Here's the old head bolts, they're garbage. And then these intake bolts, there's a lot more of them. My friend put them somewhere else. But anyways, they're all out. Here's all the push rods. The lifters are installed. I'll show you the old ones really quick under the head. And then these are all the rocker arms, coils, old exhaust gasket. You can see this one was leaking. I don't know if this was the front or back, but this end one was leaking because of all the black on both sides, which is the outer brim and the inner brim. You can see on this one it was leaking on the bottom, and this was leaking on bottom and top. So good thing I went over that just so you guys can see that again. I guess if I really wanted to be unique about it, so the lifters, I'll be under those plastic caps, which will be this brown bracket with the bolts in it. So it'll be right there. You just kind of pull that. There's the bolt right there. It's a 10 mil in the center of the screen. Sorry about the lighting. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over this again. And so here are the 3 bolts on the head. And what I did is I just gently lifted it up. The exhaust, this manifold is still on. Okay, I didn't detach anything from there. You don't need to do it. You just need to work around it and kind of like use the engine block and just a rag, or just be very careful and just use it to kind of pull it away a little bit, not to break any of the spark plugs, not to damage or hit the head. This is a machined surface, so the surface is flat, and if you scrape any of the sides, you know you're just gonna have an unleveled surface. I know it sounds silly, but in the mechanic world, it's a big deal. I guess reiterating where I came from, the 2 alternator bolts came out, and then I got 1, 2, and 3, which is where my finger is. This 3rd center bolt will be this one on the center of the head, and these 2 lower bolts are going to be these 2 lower because the head sits at an angle. Thus, the 2 would mean the 2 flat surfaces, and this upper bolt would be here. Thus, the 2 flat surfaces right here, across, and then here. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that video. I just wanted to give it to y'all, just to do a cycle around the vehicle one time, so you guys know what I'm working on. Okay, so if you guys like what you see, like and subscribe. We do have a towing company, Rob's Towing. That's its own brand.